Now, he graciously agreed to take a few questions from the audience, and we would appreciate if you limit your questions related to the contents of his lecture.
By the time the question is coming, let me take this opportunity to ask you one. There are few people who can have so many of the legacies in a lifetime. We had one for microcredit, and now inshallah we are having social business. What do you think we'll have next? Inshallah in your lifetime.
One question says cost of financing. I don't know which it refers to. In Grameen Bank, the interest rate is there, it covers all the cost and everything. Probably this question relates to social business. If you are getting your investment money back, and where is the cost of financing because you have sacrificed your money for a while. Only thing you get your money back, but no return on the money. How does it work? Why should anybody do such a thing? I think I can mention it in two ways. People give away money. It's a very common thing, charity. They don't ask, what is the cost of fund for me? You have to give me the cost of money. They don't say that. They just give the money. You do it all the time. Everybody around the world does it every time. So to say people will not invest money to create a company which solves a problem and gives your money back, they'll say, no, give me some more money. Maybe some will ask for more money. There are many people who will be very happy to get the money at the same time, own the company because it continues to do that, and the company's profit is recirculated within the company, so for expansion and so on. So what you are bringing is bringing an idea from the profit-making side of your mind to put in a social side of your mind. So this doesn't quite pass from one direction to the other direction. In social business, investor can get back the investment money, but nothing beyond that. His happiness is in that it solves the problem. In a way, it is asked, if you take away the profit incentive from business, no business will grow. The whole growth of the economy will disappear. Because profit is the only incentive which turns the wheel of business. I said, I agree, the profit is a very important incentive. But I have to add that profit is not the only incentive. There are other incentives in life. And in a simple manner, I put it this way, I said, making money is a happiness. That's what the incentive. Making money is a happiness, but making other people happy is a super happiness. So the question of which happiness that you prefer, that's the whole issue. There are some personal questions, I'm skipping them. Social business is good for big company like Google or GE. Can we scale down the concept to a small company? If so, how? This is a very good question. All social businesses start very small. Once it's successful as a small business, then it grows. So you don't have to create a big business with a Google or something, nothing. One, social business is aiming at a problem. Always look for a problem that you want to solve, and bring it down to a tiny fraction of that problem, and create a business to solve that tiny fraction. Again, to give the example of my own experience, I'm sure you had thousands of experience. When I was fighting the loan sharks, I'm not saying I will fight all the loan sharks in the world. I said, whatever money I have, if I leave the money, that person is liberated from the loan shark. One person. So if I have another money, I can give to another person, that person is free from the loan sharks. So I was just doing one by one, not in thousands, not in millions. But once it worked, it now is millions all over the world. So that's how the social business works. To give you a concrete example, suppose you want to create a social business to take 5 unemployed young people out of unemployment. That's your business idea. You create a business where you will employ 5 unemployed young people to work for the company. And the business is successful, it produces profit, it gives you back the money, still you own the company, and the rest of the profit will be plowed back into the company so that the company can grow with its own profit and hire more and more young people. Is it a big thing that we have to wait for Google? Social business is a business which works with the individual, not with companies. So it's just a tiny thing. To take 5 welfare dependent person, just 5 or 4 or 3, create a business which will take 5 welfare dependent person out of welfare dependency and make them self-reliant by creating a business where they will work. Does it sound like a big rocket science that we don't know how to do it? Anybody knows. We'll have thousands of ideas right here if you sit down for half an hour. But we don't do it. Just take 5, 3, 2 welfare dependent people out of welfare. That's it. Or unemployed person out of unemployment. That's it. If you have done one, it will just zoom like anything. Because, hey, this is so easy to create jobs. It is so easy to get the welfare people out of welfare. Can you imagine what it means in a social way to get 5 unemployed or 5 welfare people out of welfare? You save those people. They are creative people. They are just under the coverage of the welfare. They don't know where to go. And then it becomes generational. The second generation becomes also dependent on welfare. Third generation becomes welfare. So we can cut it off at one point. Say, okay, for these 5, it will not happen again. They're out. And this is tremendous success. So it could be very small. If big companies want to do it, of course, like Danone, Veolia, McCain, many other companies who have been doing social business. Have the loan sharks been consigned to the museum? No, they are in Los Angeles now. They call themselves payday lenders. And payday lenders' interest rate is 100%, 1,000%, 2,000%, 3,000%. There's a flourishing business. We don't do a thing about it. We're so busy with our own life. How can social business and money-making business work together? Is money-making business bad for society? Together, we have many instances where social business and money-making business working together, like I gave the example of Danone. Danone continues its own business, but on the side they have a social business. Now they are doing social business in many other countries. Similarly, all the joint ventures that we have, which I didn't mention all of them, they do that. It can be done. But this profit-making companies are bad for the society. Some are very bad, very bad. Alcohol is bad, tobacco is bad. So there's a gradation. The very product is bad, but it's a money-making product. Other things, maybe not as bad, but they have no time to do anything else. Or pollution-creating companies, energy companies, bad. So it's a question of you have to now become aware which company is good for the society, which company is bad for the society. That's a different thing. I'm not going into that controversy. All I'm saying, each company can have a parallel social business. And once they get used to social business, they will be asking themselves, why am I trying to solve the problem creating social business and create the problem in my money-making business to come back to solve it by social business. It's a ridiculous thing. They will become aware. Today they are not aware. They think they are doing good thing. They are looking at the stock market. Oh my God, my price is going up. That's all they want. They don't know how this price is going up for what. What does it mean? Because stock market doesn't have a social dashboard to see whether it does good thing or a bad thing. If you have, for example, with the market performance added to the social performance and social contributions, then some companies their performance will look very bad. Because today there's only thing, that's what I say profit is taking us, made us into kind of one-eyed monster. We don't see anything else. All we see is a profit. In the process, how much damage we do to the people in the world or world itself, we are not concerned. What is your current return rate on the micro loans? Income in bank, it's owned by the borrowers, I told you. They get dividends annually, 15%, 20%, sometimes they have done 20%, 30% in general. There were years which they have nearly 100% dividend. So whatever profit they make, they go back to them. So it's a complete circle. You advise people not to be selfish, which is against human nature and derogatory for progress. My understanding is that people should be much more selfish to build a better community to live in. For an entrepreneur, profit motive must be there, but it should be far-reaching goal-oriented rather than transient one as we see now. Profit must be multifactorial and not simply money-oriented. The first sentence, I think the most important one, that human nature, not being selfish is against human nature. And that's what I was arguing, that I don't believe in that. I said human being is much bigger than just becoming a selfish robot. That's my position. People are made up of many, many aspects. Selfishness is one of those so many aspects. All human beings are selfless beings at the same time. Equally selfless or not as much as selfishness, as selflessness, whatever. But I would say selflessness is much more exciting experience for human being than selfishness. Selfishness diminishes human being, not enhances it. So you don't see it because you are already stuck in the selfishness mold. So it's very difficult to step out. And that's why I was arguing when I was saying making money is a happiness, making other people happy is a super happiness. But you will not know this super happiness unless you have tasted it. All I am arguing, have a taste of it. It is so attractive, so absorbing, you cannot get out of it. So unless you have done that, you will never know it. So you are now we are all wearing sort of glasses, money-making glasses. All we see the whole world with the money-making glasses, the opportunities after opportunities, how to make money. If we take those glasses off for a few seconds and put on a social business glasses, you'll see the world completely differently. So that's a request that I was suggesting, that maybe some of you will be trying that. It's up to you. It's not somebody preaching that you have to do that. It's you to decide whether you'll do the alone selfishness or selfless alone or a mixture of selfish and selfless together. I do the selfish business, also do the selfless business, two of them. I think the food is coming, I have to stop. Thank you very much.
Maybe last question. There are some news, if you would like to comment.
এটা কি?
Was Grameen Bank ever a charity? Do you take donations? Do we take?
No, he's suggesting that I have to answer one more question. Question is, was Grameen Bank ever a charity? No, Grameen Bank always a bank, always a business, always a company. It was never a charity. Did it take donations? It took money from international organizations because they are so keen to give the money. Not that it's needed. I think it was a wrong decision at that time because government was encouraging, government was pressuring Grameen Bank to take money. Grameen Bank denied money from World Bank, many international corporations, but ultimately took some money. And in 1995, Grameen Bank decided not to take any money from anybody anymore. So since then, it has not taken any money. The money it took from international organization, bulk of it was loan. So it's not a charity money to give. It was a low interest loans, which Grameen Bank got. So that was the part, but that was until 1995 we took those money, but it was not necessary. It was a decision we had to take because of the circumstances, because government was saying that we have to take this money because it brings us hard currency. That's it? Well, thank you very much again.
Yes, sir. We have some celebrities here.
ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, শূন্যের উপর পর্যতা করে। ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, শূন্যের উপর পর্যতা করে। ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে। সবে মাত্র একটি খুঁটি, খুঁটির গোড়ায় নাই কো মাটি, সবে মাত্র একটি খুঁটি, খুঁটির গোড়ায় নাই কো মাটি, কিসে ঘর রবে খাটি, কিসে ঘর রবে খাটি, ঝড়ে তুফানে এলে পরে। ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে। মূলাধার কুঠরি নয়টা, তার উপরে চিলে কোঠা, মূলাধার কুঠরি নয়টা, তার উপরে চিলে কোঠা। তাহি এক পাগলা বেটা, তাহি এক পাগলা বেটা, বসে একা একেশ্বরে। ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে।
উপর নিচে সারি সারি, সাড়ে নয় দরজা তারি, উপর নিচে সারি সারি, সাড়ে নয় দরজা তারি, লাল লালন গাই যেতে পারি, লালন গাই যেতে পারি কোন দরজা খুলে ঘরে।
ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে। বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, বেঁধেছে এমন ঘর, শূন্যের উপর পঞ্চতা করে। ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য ধন্য বলি তারে, ধন্য।
যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে, তবে একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে, তবে একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি কেউ কথা না কয়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা, কেউ কথা না কয়, যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফিরায়ে সবাই করে ভয়, যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফিরায়ে সবাই করে ভয়, তবে পরাণ খুলে ও তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে, ও তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না চায়, যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না চায়, তবে পথের কাঁটা ও তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলো রে, ও তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রা নলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জ্বলো রে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জ্বলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে।